Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to Awesomenauts. It's been a while since we've been here, but we are back once again after a while's hiatus. The reason we haven't been playing too much of Awesomenauts recently to show on the channel is that I have been playing a bunch of it, but I haven't had any valuable footage. I don't want to show video that's just us absolutely stomping the other team, although it may come to that eventually. Or getting stomped ourselves, because that's not much fun to watch either. Also, as a result of that, I have been playing other games instead, because if you can play something else and get a lot more footage out of it for the same amount of time put in, it's a better value for time, I guess. So that's kind of why I've been playing other things instead. But we're back again to try again here. Let's see what we can do with... Jump into our practice game here and show you who we'll be playing as today. We'll be playing as Clunk. Clunk, our giant robot who fires missiles, blows himself up, and chews on his enemies. Some interesting things about Clunk here. Let's take a look at his upgrades and then we'll jump into an actual game with him. What do we got first? Well, first line here is our primary attack here, our primary skill, that is, the life-stealing bite. What's cool about it is it does about 30 damage every 5 seconds if you actually use it, and it steals 100% of the damage it does as health given back to you. So it does 30 damage to a single target and its immediate health recover. These upgrades do some interesting things to it, so we'll go through them and we'll talk about the ones we've specifically got. The Quick and Cleaner here is a basic damage upgrade, but that also means you get additional health back because you get 100% of the damage you do. So this can put you up to 42 health in one upgrade there, which is pretty significant. Next upgrade here is pretty cool. The Medical Pump increases your max health for every bite you do. This goes up to a max of, I believe, 90 additional health, which will stay until you die, which is pretty darn significant for keeping you alive. The Multi-Hose here is pretty cool because it means that your bites can hit 2 targets instead of 1, meaning you get double the health back. 60 instead of 30. The Screamer engine here is awesome. It is a stun, or rather a snare, not a stun. People can still attack, but they can't move while they've been hit by it, which can allow you to combo it in with your other attacks, which is pretty fantastic. And the Suckinator Power 9000 Cleaner here is basically an upgrade of the Quick and Cleaner. It is a one-shot 12 damage upgrade. So it's the same kind of deal, just in one boost. Finally, the Power Converter is kind of interesting because it gives you about 2 health over time for 10 seconds after you bite an enemy. Personally, I like having the Medical Pump, the Snare, and the secondary target, because what this lets you do is it means that you have the extra health permanently after you've used it a few times. It stops being useful after a couple attacks, but it gives you a lot more health, which is pretty significant. You can heal yourself faster with it because you hit twice as many people, so it doubles your damage output, and snaring is amazing because it stops people from getting away from you and lets you do a lot more damage a lot easier. Second row here, we have the Thermonuclear Cleaner for our explosion power-up. Of course, what this does is that you trigger it, and a couple seconds later, it blows up around you, doing a pretty significant amount of damage. The big thing about it, though, is that it also damages you, so you have to be careful how you use it. The Thermonuclear Cleaner here boosts the damage of it from 60 up to a maximum of 100, but also means that you can do a maximum of 60 damage back to yourself, which isn't necessarily great. This upgrade, on the other hand, mitigates that. The Titanium Hard Hat reduces the damage you do to yourself when you explode by up to 40, putting it back down to a maximum of about 20 if you've boosted it up with the Thermonuclear Cleaner, which is pretty nice. The Greased Lightning Snail means that enemies in your explosion radius are slowed by up to an additional 40%, which is pretty nice because it doesn't have any slow effect to begin with. The Blueprints container here is a pretty cool one. This was recently changed to reflect enemy fire while you're charging up your explosion, because when you're charging up and explode, people either run away from you or try to kill you as quickly as possible, and if they try and kill you as quickly as possible with projectile weaponry, it'll bounce off of you, which is pretty sweet, just like Froggy G's right back at you. So that's pretty awesome. The Reactor Cooler here reduces how long it'll be until you can explode again, from 13 seconds down to 8 seconds, thereabouts. And the Universal Charger reduces how long it actually takes to explode by about 50%. So those are all very interesting upgrades. The two that I feel you really need are the Thermonuclear Cleaner and the Titanium Hard Hat. The Thermonuclear Cleaner makes your explosion a lot more dangerous if you actually get the opportunity to use it, and the Titanium Hard Hat makes you not take as much damage on yourself if you decide to use it. The Reactor Cooler is an optional one. Basically, you can take most of these other upgrades depending on what you actually want to do. I haven't decided what my favorite is, but I like being able to explode more often if I need it. I think what we'll try, though, just for something different, is we'll swap it to the slowing power, so that if we can hit somebody with it, it'll slow them down. Recently, though, a lot of these upgrades were made much more expensive, so upgrading your explosion to do the bite and explosion combo, to set up an explosion, then bite someone so they can't get away and then murder them, doesn't work quite as well as it used to, but it's still a valid power. The third row here, though, is something I find very interesting about Clunk. Clunk is another one of those knots that I have a tendency to go more for their auto attack than for their skills, but what you can do with them first upgrade here is fragmenting shells. It makes his attacks have a radius explosion, which is quite nice. This next one here, free flight fins, is really cool because it basically does two really key things. It increases the actual flight speed of the missiles, which is really important because his auto attack missiles are quite slow. And it also gives you a boost to the attack speed of the missiles, meaning that you attack more often, which is quite nice. This upgrade here, Missile Barrage, is pretty cool because normally you just shoot a normal bullet. But with these next couple upgrades, it adds combo elements into it. So the first shot is a normal attack, the second shot does 18 damage, and the third shot does 22 damage, which is pretty cool. And then it resets. This one here, the Juggernaut Fat Pete, adds a giant missile to your launch string, which means that the fourth missile that you fire will do 26 damage. So if you have both of these together, you do 14, then 18, then 22, then 26, and then it restarts. And if you shoot 3 of them before you get into a combat area, you can hit them with a 26 first thing, because it'll be the fourth shot fired from your actual launcher. This here homing sensor is also very good if you're getting starting into the game, because his missiles used to be very good at homing, but they got nerfed quite a while ago into being very inaccurate. This gives you that accuracy back to at least to a point. Actually, they're not accurate. They don't home at all anymore, do they? No, they used to though. This gives them homing again, and it makes it a lot easier for you to hit your enemies. And this one is amazing. The Salvo Value Pack. Once you have unlocked this, you have enough levels for it, this is amazing. What this does is it gives you Missile 2, 3, and 4. It's expensive, 400 solar, but it gives you the combination of both of these two in one single upgrade, which is amazing. It's so powerful. The really cool thing about it, though, is that if you take this and either of these, you get double of one of these missiles. So what happens if you take the Salvo Value Pack, the Missile Barrage, and the Free Flight Fins, you shoot faster, you shoot for 14 damage, your next shot does 36 damage because there's 2 of the 18s, the next shot does 44 damage, and then you hit for 26. So these two are absolutely insane. That's half of your damage really seriously boosted. It's pretty darn cool. That's what makes this so much fun to play with, if you can actually land the missiles. But landing the missiles is pretty difficult, which is why a lot of people might want to swap the Free Flight Fins for the homing missiles just to get started, so you learn a little bit how to aim it better. Now next up down here, I'm going to experiment with changing one of these things, but we're going to go for this upgrade and this upgrade instead. Because, not that that's necessarily the best plan, but I find with Clunk that we can more or less ignore the Power Pills Turbo, because your health is pretty darn huge already, and the boost from this is pretty insignificant. The Medican, on the other hand, gives you a lot of health back over time, which gives you a lot more sustainability in the lane and makes it a lot easier for you to stay and just keep fighting people. The boots are absolutely necessary. Without boots, you are super slow, and you need that mobility to be able to do anything. The Solar Tree or the Piggy Bank, I feel you really need one of them to give you an edge at the start. The Solar Piggy Bank gives you a much faster start, and the Solar Tree gives you a much longer game sustainability, but this is a much slower thing because it takes like at least a long while, to something like 7 or 8 minutes before you catch up to the Piggy Bank from the Solar from the Piggy Bank, and if you have that head start, you might be able to get a lot more done towards getting your Juggernaut pack and whatnot. The Baby Curry Mammoth, reducing the cooldowns. I was experimenting with that, but I'm not convinced it's really worth it on him. Either way, that is basically what we're going to be using. The order we're going to be going for is quite straightforward. We start the game, we're going to be getting the Piggy Bank, we're going to be getting the Bite, then we're going to be getting our Boots, we're going to upgrade it to our Explosions, we have that if we need it, and then we're going to go straight for the Salvo Value Pack. Once we have that, we're going to get the rest of our upgrades here for upgrading our rockets, and from there we'll probably be going into things. We might be buying Medicans in the middle, by the way, as well. And then we might be going back into getting things like our snares and various things for our Bite and our Explode based on what we feel we need. But it'll probably be focusing more on the Bite, because that is a more generally effective skill, and it can be quite nasty if you hit things with it. The Explode is powerful, but it also is risk involved, and it's hard to consistently hit with it, I find, because I'm not amazing with Clunk. That is one thing that has to be kept in mind with this video. Clunk is actually one of my least favorite characters, one of the ones I have the most difficulty with, but I decided it would be interesting to come back and try and take on the challenge of playing him here for you and hopefully being able to show off something that might be kind of interesting. We'll see if we can actually pull it off, but no promises on that front. Either way, we're going to try and jump into a game with him now and see if we can actually do anything with him, so see you in a second. Alright, well, here we are in an actual game now. Hopefully this Clunk adventure goes well. Like I did say, I'm not particularly well skilled with Clunk, so it might not be the most successful venture, let's say, but it should be interesting to see nonetheless. Now, the one issue that we do have with this build is that we are kind of crippled a little bit up until level about 10, We just don't have enough money to get the upgrades to really become more powerful until that point. This is a bit of an issue. As long as our allies manage to not get horribly murdered prior to that point, we should be fine. But the last couple games I've been playing with Clunk, my allies have been absolutely ravaged immediately every game, which makes it fairly difficult to get your Clunk up to speed. Because at the beginning, Clunk is pretty low power. Your attacks are slow and hard to aim, your bite doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and your explosion hurts yourself quite significantly. So it's fairly difficult in the early game for you no matter what you try and do. But if your team can actually help you get to that later game stage, you are a force to be reckoned with. Or at least you definitely can be, depending on how well you play. So we'll see if that'll actually happen today or not. We're going to try and jump in here soon. Hopefully we get another player before the time actually runs out. It's never fun to play with bots. The last game I actually played, the entire enemy team with players, and I had 2 bots on my team to start, so that wasn't fun. And after that lovely setback, it was hard to recover. You really have to have a full team of allies if you're going to be playing as Clunk, I find. Otherwise, you just don't have the support you need in the early game. So it looks like it's 3-on-2. Hopefully we get another player soon, or they will join in quickly once the game starts. There we go, we got someone. Fantastic. It's probably going to start the game a couple seconds before the timer is actually run out, depending on how long it takes them to actually load in, or to choose their loadouts, depending on if they haven't decided yet. But we should be starting in 3 seconds anyway, so there's nothing to worry about. Let's just get in here and hopefully it works out. We're coming into Ribbit 4, the first level. That's fine with the Solar Boss in here, who is actually surprisingly fast attacking now. And with Clunk, it's dangerous to tie in attacking because your huge body size means you get hit by a lot more attacks. And you also have to watch out for the fact that we're going to buy this, we're going to buy this, we're going to buy that. Let's go. We also have to watch out for the fact that you will, get hit by more attacks, and you are not very good at dodging since you are so slow. And your jump isn't really a jump, it's more of a jetpack. So rather than being able to get quickly out of the way, you're fairly slow to maneuver. I'm going to come through here and clear out all of these bots, because they do give you a bit of money. We're going to come down here and assist getting rid of Ayla, because on our own we should easily be able to kill her here. She's going to get away though. Oh, Teddy Ayla. Alright, now the thing is, Ayla is most powerful in my opinion in the early game. Once the game gets going a little bit, she quickly lowers in strength because of the fact that her attacks are based on the fact that most enemies in the early game have very low health. And when you're fighting with this kind of situation where you have lots of tanky characters, that isn't exactly the case for very long. We're going to grab this health, thank you very much. Attack these friends, and get out of here, hopefully. Thank you. I can't get past this Leon for some reason. There we go, we're past. We can grab some health. Unfortunately, our allies are all sitting in the enemy attacks. So that's what I was talking about how this can't happen. If this happens, it's really hard to recover. Alright, hopefully this isn't a problem, but now that our allies are dead, we are going to be at a significant disadvantage until this game actually gets moving again. Not good. Not good situation. I'm going to drop down and defend our towers, because if they get blocked out, we're in trouble. We should be more or less safe at this distance, even if he does try and spike dive us. We should be fine here. We're just trying to protect our towers as much as humanly possible. There was a Leon there. We know that we bumped into him. Sort of bounced off him there as we were moving through. But that's fine. We're trying to take a few little bots as well and harass a little bit here to push back on the tower. Ooh, nice throw. I can't hit him with the, unfortunately I can't hit him here, but we can shoot him in the sky, and then he's going to die most likely. Right here. Nope, he got away with that nicely timed spike dive. Unfortunate, but not really a problem. Now we can keep shooting Ayla if we can actually hit her at all. But apparently I can't do that. That's fine, we'll just bite this friend. He's actually going to lose if he keeps fighting us here. Hopefully he does. Come on, back for that health. No, he got away. That's fine. That's fine. Oh good, our Leon managed to kill him. Excellent. So we're getting close to the point where we should really go back and buy our upgraded rockets. We're going to hold off on the explosion, actually, from what I had said before, because if we can get the rockets at exactly the right time, we will be very powerful in the early game. The explosion does make us significantly more dangerous and makes Ayla a lot less dangerous because of the fact that she won't be able to charge us with such impunity anymore. But we have to be careful as well with what we're doing. Nice kill there from Skoldir, because if we push ahead too far and don't get our means to defend ourselves, we could be in trouble. We're going to drop down here, though, and hopefully do some damage to Leon. No, he booked it. That's fine. We're going to hop up to the top then and support Skoldir because Ayla's coming. Alright, do some bite damage there. We want to be careful not to be too close to her. At least not the whole team, anyway. Because, oh, sorry about that, Skoldir. Didn't mean to steal your health. Because if we do get in a situation like that, we might be finding ourselves unable to really keep ourselves alive, which would not be good. So we have 400 solar, though, so we're getting out of here right now. We're going to drop down on her head, try and fight. We're Not going to want to die here. I think Leon's got her, though. Yes, he does. They are doing a great job all of a sudden. That first death was definitely out of character, given how they immediately turned it around. We're going to get our missile barrage, though, because that thing is awesome, and then we're going to try and get in there and defend our tower before it gets blasted to tiny bits early on. Now that we have our Juggernaut missiles and whatnot, though, we should be able to really push back as well, so that'll be quite nice. We're going to start firing away here, because our rockets do significantly more damage over time. If we're not taking those early shots, we're kind of wasting the opportunity to hit people with them. That's fine, though. We'll get back in here and hopefully hit people nice and hard. Those bots don't have to stand a chance this time. Alright. How do you like one of those rockets? I'd love to have some bots in. One of the problems with Ayla as well is that she's very powerful at clearing out bot waves because of the way her rage is a constant, always-on damage over time in that bubble. It can be a little bit frustrating for dealing with your wave at that point, but that's okay. We should be able to kill this Leon here. No, apparently not. Apparently not. Their whole team is rushing us, but that's fine. With Ayla... Oh, there we go. Can't survive both with me and Leon there. I missed 2 bites there, I think, which would have been nice to hit. I don't think we can really justify trying to stay in the lane. We're going to do it anyway because we're insane, but I don't think it's going to be a good idea. No, not a good idea. We're going to get out of the lane, see if we can get health anywhere else. No, we're going to teleport back. Alright, that's fine. We're going to get our explode power now. That will let us push back a little bit if people try and shove us around. We should sit and regenerate our health, though, before we get back in there. Otherwise, we're not going to be much use at all. Alright, so we have our rocket barrage, which is pretty good. We need to upgrade the rest of our rocket power up next, though. We get the speed upgrades. We're going to be getting our other associated upgrades, and hopefully we'll be able to do some damage soon. Now, it looks like our team is doing a pretty good job here. Oh, hello. Oh, I thought there was an enemy there. Apparently not. I thought I hit something and stopped, but I must have just hit a ledge funny or something. Oh, just missed that bite. Unfortunately, without being able to hit those, they don't have a stun effect on them yet, but if you can't hit the actual damage, you're not going to accomplish much. We should be able to do some nice damage to towers now, though. That's one of the nice things about this whole thing. With our additional damage, we can really shove early on. That's pretty nice. Especially if we can get down and support our allies, or up and support our allies, we'll be able to do some additional work. But, as it stands, we're not getting too lucky here with actually having people around when we get to places. We should really try and stick with them, but that does make it a little bit difficult because we are quite slow. And my aim is really bad with that bite. And I'm going to possibly die here if I can't get out quickly. No, we got lucky. Thankfully we got saved there. Thanks for the save, bites, and I'm dead. Oh! What happened there? Wow. That was quite the thing. Huh. I thought we'd be okay in there, but apparently not. Everyone died. Let's get back down there. That was definitely a thing. That's fine, though. I think we got 2... Yeah. I think we got 2 kills, and they got 2 kills, so that's okay. It came out more or less balanced for us. And if not, then that's still fine, because it looks like we're holding our own in the map here. We're going to go ahead and buy our missile barrage, which gives us double missiles on the second shot. That's pretty cool. That makes you a lot more powerful. We're going to hop over here and hopefully get back into the fight quickly to support Apotheosis, who's definitely sitting on his own over there. And we're going to try and... Yep. Hurt that Ayla. Excellent. Punch from Skoldir got him, but that is fine. Host got migrated because, oh, well, you know, Ayla left. That's one thing I'm finding about Ayla. Ayla is really powerful in the early game, but if she doesn't manage to do well, a lot of the time she doesn't stick around. I'm not sure if that's something just specifically to do with the Ayla that I played against, or if it is a tendency amongst Ayla players. They've just found that she's not as useful. She doesn't get that power early on. But it's definitely something I have noticed. Oh, he's dead. Yep, I didn't get the kill on that one, but I did contribute nicely by adding in that extra damage, making sure he couldn't get away, and I'm okay with that. In my opinion, as long as we're doing the damage, it's fine. It doesn't matter who does it. Yorick here is going to try and bomb us. Thankfully, we're getting nice damage into this tower before he kills out our creeps, and we should be able to run away from him, no problem. I can come back and fight him in a second, but I did want to grab a little bit of health first, because I was quite weak prior, and now he will die. Either to the rockets or to Skoldir. One of us got him, and it was Skoldir again. That's fine. As you can see, I'm in a lot of situations where I'm dealing damage to people, but I'm never actually getting credit for it, which is kind of disappointing, but it's okay as long as somebody does. Because even if I don't actually get the kills, as long as somebody on our team is getting the kills, we get some of the money as well, so that works out fine. And I knew I'm going to die there, so I made sure I exploded there to do some extra damage to Leon, because your explosion still detonates even if you get killed. We're going to drop back in here and hopefully be able to do something. Apotheosis and Siru are doing a lot of the damage in this game, which is surprising. Let's get back down there and see if we can actually contribute some. It looks like our team is doing a pretty good job of stomping, probably because of Apotheosis. They haven't been able to push back much recently. I'm really complaining. Oh my goodness, I had the worst hiccups. I'm saying not that I'm really complaining, But we're going to take some attack speed boosts because at the moment we're shooting really slowly. With an additional 30% attack speed, that should be a lot nicer. Now if we can get back in here, we should be able to do some more damage, and that will be great. We know that there is a unfortunate little Vinian Spike stuck up there. He's not getting away, for sure. I can't climb for some reason. Climb up. Alright, you are dead, chump. One more shot and you're dead. Oh, I still didn't get the credit. I forced him out of there, but no credit for me. That's fine. We'll drop down. We're going to box these guys in from behind. Hello, friends. Oh, I missed the explosion. That's too bad. That would have been nice. I'm not very good at timing those yet. I have a tendency to miss by at least a small amount. See if we can't deal some damage here to the solar boss. He does spit really fast, though, and like I was saying, it's kind of hard to avoid all his attacks now, and if you step too far away, he regenerates really quickly, and there's nothing we can do about it. So that was a complete waste of our time. Ah, well. And since Scoldier grabbed the health, I'm going to have to go back to spawn now, because I won't be able to regenerate fast enough. That's disappointing. It feels to me like they must have boosted how fast he attacks, because I don't remember him ever attacking that quickly, but that's okay. Alright, so now our second and third rockets are doubled, meaning we do a pretty huge amount of extra damage. Let's hop back in here and hopefully obliterate those towers. Hello, Yami. I'm not too worried about you. I do pretty humongous damage now. You're going to have to worry about me. He does have bouncing grenades, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about those either. If we drop down right about here, we might be able to... Oh, I got stuck on the enemies there. Oh, we did hit him, I think. Okay, I'm okay with this. I thought I got stuck there on the bots and didn't actually get to do anything. But that doesn't appear to be the case. We kill him while he's invisible, fight his friend, and hopefully manage to get another explode off on them if we get really lucky here. No, they have full health. That's not going to work. That's okay, though. I'm entirely okay with that not doing what I thought. Oh, goodness. We're running now. That was lucky. Incredibly so. I think that's... Oh, no, we're dead. There's no way. Yep. No. Couldn't make it to that ledge. We definitely were not getting out of that alive. That's okay, though. That's okay. We're doing decently. We're not doing the best in kills. We're doing pretty badly in deaths, but it's an interesting match, and I'm okay with that. So we can hopefully be able to get another little upgrade here when we drop back down again. Hopefully our towers stand, and oh, what do you know? One of the other teammates has bailed on us again. That is unfortunately something that happens a lot in these games. People do not have the tenacity to stick around and stick to a fight. Hey, well, hopefully they get somebody back to replace that guy soon, and let's see what we can get here. We're going to buy ourselves our snare duration, thank you very much. That will make our bite way more effective. I potentially could have bought that earlier to make myself a little bit more useful in early team fighting situations, because being able to snare people is great. And that's our ally dead. I was hoping to get down there quickly enough, but no, it does not look like it's going to happen. I might be able to kill Ranma here, though, if he keeps charging me like that. It doesn't look like he's going to. And no, Apotheosis got it. Good, I was holding him back, so at least he was able to make something of it. I'm okay with this. Let's get back in there and help him out now, because he's up on his own amidst a whole huge pile of people. He looks like he's killing them pretty nicely, though. Alright, we can't kill that one. That's not the real one, but there is a real one around here somewhere. We're going to hop up here and grab this. They have a Genji now, which is a pain in the butt, because Genji is one of the ultimate Clunk stoppers. Because of his Cocoon power, which he can throw at you while you're powering up. It can effectively completely stop you from doing any damage, which is really disappointing, but there's nothing we can do about it this phase, so we're just going to hope that it doesn't happen too much, since we're not really counting on that explosion firepower to do most of our damage anyway. Now we are going to push this tower here pretty hard. We're going to try our best to get in, and we should be able to push now. Their whole team is down here. That should be nice and easy. There we go. That team turret is down. Nobody wanted to let me have that health there for some random reason. Apparently, they needed it more than I did. That's okay, though. We're going to come back over this way, grab some other health, and come watch our top tower, just because I have a feeling someone's going to be pushing up here pretty quick. I'm okay with this bot pushing past, and I'm okay with taking some damage from the grenades, because there we go. We have the allies we need. It looks like Apotheosis might be able to do it himself, and if not, I can, and we got pushed away, and I might die from this bull. Nope, we're good. Don't think I got any... Oh, I did get credit for that one. Fantastic. Alright, let's get back down there and get ourselves some health back and some more upgrades. Okay, we're going to boost our snare duration. That's definitely what we're taking, and we're taking a bit of extra health over time with the Medican. We probably should have taken that earlier, but now we have it, so that'll be nice. It's not a huge difference, but it does make it a lot easier for you to stay in the lane. Let's jump back in here and see if we can't do anything about this. This game is turning out to be quite interesting. They haven't been able to attack our back towers yet, so we're doing a pretty good job of holding our defenses, but we have a pretty significant kill advantage, I think. But we're doing a pretty good job of harassing them pretty hard too, despite taking damage ourselves. Although that is mostly the people other than Apotheosis, because Apotheosis is basically doing God mode right now. Alright, don't hit me with that. Or those. That's hardly fair. Those bouncing explosions are evil. Alright, let's go grab ourselves some health then. That's how we're going to play it. And we'll come and attack Invisible Ciaro if we can. Enemies around here somewhere. I'm not too worried about him yet, although he will be a problem later. We should be able to push these bots out pretty easily, just like Genji is trying to do to us. And if we hop around the back, he's not going to have anywhere to go. And he's dead, is he? No, how does he survive that? I don't know how I wasn't able to attack him or how he was able to survive, but apparently that was really disappointing. I was clicking and clicking and clicking and no shots were going through. There must have been an enemy mob in the way that I couldn't see or couldn't jump over for some reason, but that's weird. One thing I have been noticing a lot with Clunk is that he has a heck of a time jumping over single bots. I don't know why, but for some reason when he's right up against a bot, he cannot jump. And it's really annoying. I don't really know what causes it, but it's very frustrating. It might just be that I'm taking damage from the bot's attacks and that knocks me out of the air or something, but either way, it's very frustrating. So we're going to drop back down in here, see if we can recover that. That was really disappointing. We should have been able to get at least one of them at that, but I guess we're not getting that lucky today. So what are we going to take here? We're going to take a explosion self-damage reduction, so we can use it without being quite so suicidal, let's say. Let's push back in here and help out our friend Apotheosis before our tower hopefully goes down. We're probably not going to make it here. Oh boy, that's not so good. And I got one of them and got two of them. Awesome. Double kill there. That is why these rockets are incredible. We're going to try and push this lane now that two of them are dead. Hello there, Leon. I'm not worried about you yet. I'm pretty powerful compared to you, although you're doing a really good job hitting all of your attacks. We did manage to... Oh, we didn't kill him there. Damn, I thought we did. He can't kill us though now because he's also too weak, so we are going to... Oh, but goodness. Nope. Grab some health. That's what we're trying to do here, yes. And we're going to try and get the drop on him in there. I know he jumped through there. I don't know where he went. Alright, I'm worried about going forward too far now. I really wanted to push that lane, but I'm going to go back to spawn again, buy another health upgrade, or buy our other medican, because that will make us much harder to kill with simple attacks. With our extra regeneration over time, 240 health per minute, that is quite powerful. So that'll make us much more effective. We can easily take out this bot, though, with the two of us here, and as long as I don't get hit by a nasty cocoon, we should be fine for dealing with Genji. I would be surprised if we get hit by something like a cocoon, but I'm not too worried if it happens right away either. Thankfully, their bots have all decided to come backwards instead of actually going forwards here. And we did manage to hit Sarah with the explosion, meaning Skoldir should be able to kill him, or Leon should be able to kill him. Yeah! Yes, somebody got him. I got him. Fantastic. I will take it. Let's keep pushing up here. We should be able to push this tower now. There is only Genji left, and our bots probably won't be able to do much about it, but we might be able to push in a little. If we get lucky here with some nice damage, we might be able to do something. I should really grab some more health, so I might head down to the bottom lane and push down there. Awesome. Alright. Let's get in here. Let's get in here. Can we take these guys out? Yes, we can. We really want to push this tower if we can because nobody's defending it at the moment. I'm going to hop over here and just start attacking. Even though I'm taking damage, I'm okay with this. We're going to take these guys out as quickly as possible so our bots last as long as they can. And we need to do damage here fast. We're going to watch out for those bouncing bombs, and they're going to push us back, which is fine. Excellent. That is one dead Genji. I tried to snare it as it went past, but it looks like it didn't need that help. That's fine, though. We're going to try and make sure Skoldir survives. Oh, didn't quite get him there. Unfortunately, he got away there with the last jump from the tongue attack. That almost worked. That's okay. We're going to regenerate our health there with our bite. Not worried too much about Yanni yet. We should be able to hold our own against him because we are pretty darn powerful in a close fight like this. And that is fine by me. We bounce over most of those attacks and should be able to be fine. Now, the thing is, we know that their Leon is close by, so be careful about charging him too close there. If you know he was seen there recently, he might have come back. We're going to push back over here. There he was. Okay, so he's up at the top right now. He may have moved back to his spawn to get some health. We should go back to the spawn as well and get some upgrades, because we're quite low at the moment. Ouch. Got hit by one of those grenades. That's fine, though. The grenades don't really hurt Clunk too much. He can tank them pretty well. And, oops. Didn't mean to go down there. And... oh, I thought I was going to get him there. We will get him now. There's a nice bit of damage, and that is a dead Genji. That is the power of swarming your entire team on one person. We haven't gotten a whole lot of kills, like I said, but we do have a whole lot of assists, which is amazing. So if we can keep up this amount of pushing, help our team out, we'll be looking just fine. There's a dead Leon again. Awesome. Okay, this is a very fun back-and-forth game. Apparently, Genji is bemoaning his lack of accuracy to this cocoon there. I don't know what you're talking about, friend. I'm quite happy that you're not getting those hits. You won't hear me complaining. Alright, we just need to get some bots up here. Unfortunately, with Leon defending, it is very hard to do that. He can just basically bowl away whenever anything comes nearby. So we need to go to a tower where he isn't and hopefully push that one. If we can get down here and force them away from here, we'll be good. We have 500 solar. We should really go back and spend some before we get in over our heads here. I'm going to waste some health on this. Burn them. Keep killing these guys. When our bots get here, we can actually deal damage. There we go. Push this tower. We should be able to take it down with one attack here if they don't get down here quickly enough. It would be awesome. There they are. One of them is dead, though. Awesome. The stun managed to lock Leon in place, so we were able to kill him. I actually got the kill on him, surprisingly enough. We're going to get out of here right now. I might be able to actually come back and help Genji if he overextends, but no, it looks like he has not done so. Our top tower is being hit, so we're just going to head up here and defend it with our friend Leon. Awesome. You are not going anywhere. Oh, my miss is so bad. No, get him. Get it. Oh, wow, that was a good push with the bot there. Wow, the bull. Alright, we're going to need to go get some health, so we're going to have to hope our towers can hold their own here while we go back. We're actually right by, so we need to teleport. We're just going to walk there. I think we should be okay. This is a very interesting, very close match, though. We're going to come in here. What are we going to buy? We're going to buy our multi-target hit. We're going to buy our health pump. We're also going to buy another damage reduction for our explosion. So right now we're taking no damage when we explode. There's no reason not to use it when people are close by. Awesome. Alright, let's push in here and try and do some damage. This is a very interesting game. I'm quite happy about this one. A lot of the time recently I have not been having this kind of fun when playing as good old Clunk, because I've not been able to hit things quite so hard as this. Now we do not want Leon to be able to get through there, so we're not going to let him. We can help it. He may have gone backwards though, so we're going to make sure that if he has gone back, he's going to have a hard time with it. Looks like he did leave. That's okay. Our top tower is taking damage. People need to push their towers right now. Otherwise, we're going to start losing ours, and then we're done for. We should be able to push Yami out here before he can do anything to get away. Now we just got out of range. Thankfully, we managed to grab the health. We come back in here and kill Oh, come on now. You jerk. Should be able to kill Yami with another shot. There we go. He's dead. We can push out Genji. We did lose a tower, but as long as we don't get murdered here, we should be fine. And we should be able to take out their bottom tower. Excellent. We've taken over their base a little bit there. So if we can hold on this pressure, we should be able to take out their other turret before they can do much about it, and then we can potentially take them down. The enemy is in our base. I don't see them there. It might have just been little bots. Either that or their Leon might have appeared in there. That's fine, though. We're going to try and attack this thing as hard as we can, take out their other tower before the allies get up here to stop us. Alright, looks like their Leon is in the bottom lane. We've taken out their tower as well, which gives us another big creep, which is good. We're going to come down here, take out these guys, and see if we can assist down here with our ally. I don't know what's going on with him. He looks okay. Stunned and hopefully exploded. Yes, exploded. You're not getting away from me. The stun explode is an incredibly powerful combination. Let's get in here and try and do some damage. They can't actually do much to us from this position. We should be able to kill them off pretty easily if we get lucky here. Better watch out for the explosion damage on these cocoons now, but he doesn't have the one that converts our bots, so that's good. We're going to push in here pretty hard all of a sudden. See if we can get them to fight. Yes, we can. That is... Oh, he got me with the cocoon in time. But that's okay. He's still going to die, I think. We can get out of there. Oh, we did just get out of there. I'm going to try and grab that health. I did, in fact, grab the health, which is unfortunate because Apotheosis probably needed it more than I did just then. We're going to push these bots back. With double hits on the fight, we should be able to do a lot of damage with them, giving us a lot more health, pushing us right back into the fight a lot faster. Hit the snare. We're not going to kill him, I don't think. Not quite, but he is very low, which means he's going to have to spend a lot of time on the health regeneration station. We should be able to clear these guys out. One problem is they're going to be sending their Leon to our undefended base quite soon. If we're not able to take these guys out before they can do that, we're going to be in trouble. Now, I am going to try and probably run and go get some health in a second. That'd be a good idea. I'm actually going to teleport back to spawn right now. I might get interrupted by their Leon, who's going to be coming out fairly quick, but I am going to go back and buy some upgrades. We're going to come back here. That's what I thought. Leon is here. That's okay. I'm also right here. You're not doing anything to me, friend. Alright. I can easily out-tank you. I have no idea where you've gone, but I can just sit here if you'd like. That's how we're going to play it. It looks like Leon is around here, so I'm going to let my teammates know. There we go. And I'm going to grab my upgrades again. So we're going to come back here and we get slowing power. We're going to get the extra health on fighting. Excellent. There he is. Hello, friend. We should be able to force them out here. It might take a couple tries. If I can get this bite, he's dead. Yep. Nice try. Siru, you're dead. Alright, let's get back into the fight here. Hopefully push that base before he can get back to our base. I was glad I teleported when I did, though, because he would have gotten to our spawn and potentially taken it out fairly quickly by himself. That is one of the major concerns that you can have with this Leon's kind of situation. Leons can sneak past you without you ever knowing they've gone, and then they can do some serious damage to your base. But as it stands, oh, you are slowed, and you're going to walk right into Leon. I'm happy with either one of those situations. Either one of those is good. I should be able to take out this tower. Awesome. Apotheosis takes out the Lone Star, and we win the match. Oh, that was a great game. That was a really nice back-and-forth game. That was a good one, yeah. Great game, everyone. Fantastic. Whew. That was very well fought. We had a pretty significant kill lead, but despite that, they did an amazing job of pushing our towers, and they almost made it to our base, where they could have potentially taken us out if we hadn't been on the ball there. So while we had a significant kill advantage all game, that was a very close match. So, whew, thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor. If you've enjoyed this episode of Awesomenauts, don't forget to leave a like on the episode. And thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we'll have some more Awesomenauts for you sometime soon. Hopefully it won't be a wait quite as long as last time. And I guess that's all I have to say. This has been Vanguard of Valor playing some Awesomenauts here for you. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.